Tesla. We've got to talk about why so many people are bullish on Tesla, right? Whether it's big YouTubers like Meet Kevin, or you have, your average retail investor. One of the most favorite stocks among all of these people combined is Tesla. And there's a lot of reasons for that. So we're going to dive into those reasons in today's video, give you guys a bull scenario, a base scenario, and a bear scenario. And we've also got to redo some of those scenarios because of the Tesla robot, okay? And we've got to try to factor in some of the potential growth, some of the earnings and revenue that Tesla can make based off of the Tesla robot. So, we will start off with an initial projection, okay, and the initial scenarios, and then we'll kind of dive in again and take a look at where the robot can potentially send these things into the future as well. So you want to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. It's going to be a really good video, but as always, the content provided on this channel is for informational and educational purposes only, and is not intended to be relied upon as legal, financial, or investment advice. So please be sure to read through the full disclaimer. Now, some of the key points about Tesla is the investment in core technologies. Tesla is heavily investing in AI-related tech, full self-driving, Optimus, Dojo, Cybertruck, next-gen platforms, and the Semi. They've got new initiatives. Recently, they launched the Charge on Solar, allowing customers to charge vehicles using excess solar, and is paying customers in Texas for participating in a virtual power plant. Autonomy, right? Elon Musk has emphasized the potential of autonomy to make current financial numbers look trivial, suggesting a significant future revenue stream. He's also talked about licensing the full self-driving software, all right? With Tesla being opening to licensing that and the hardware to other car companies, and is in early discussions with major OEMs. And then the geopolitical risk management. Tesla is aiming to have factories in many parts of the world to mitigate geopolitical risks. So investors, whether it's retail and even institutional investors, they may be overlooking Tesla's strategic investments in tech and global infrastructure, which could potentially safeguard and enhance the company's future revenue and profitability, presenting a bullish outlook for the company. So let's get into the bull scenario here. It's some crazy projections that we've got, and things are going to cool off a little bit as we come down from here. But the potential valuation for Tesla, out 5 years from now, okay, in, past 5 years in the future, we're looking at Tesla's market cap potentially exceeding the combined market cap of Apple and Saudi Aramco, leading to a stock price of around $2,500 to $3,000. Now, that seems very extravagant. Elon Musk thinks that Tesla's market cap can be larger than the market cap of Apple, okay? So, there's a little bit of optimism, a little bit of hope, but Elon Musk really believes it. So we're going to see if that can happen. Now, when you take a look, if Tesla continues its rapid growth and it can achieve a nearly 90% increase in volumes, leading to a projected revenue growth of 80 to 90% year over year for the next 5 years, and maintains or exceeds the high operating margin in the industry at over 14%. And then they get successful launch and widespread adoption of the Tesla Semi and Cybertruck. Those contribute an additional estimated 10 to 15 billion in revenue annually. And of course, autonomy with the FSD and other AI related tech contribute an additional estimated 20 to 25 billion in revenue annually. And then their global expansion into various global markets, including China, contributes to a 30 to 40% increase in international sales. And that's how we get, a potential stock price of $2,500 to $3,000. Now, things are going to cool off here, and we go into a more base scenario with Tesla's revenue growth maintaining a steady growth rate of around 40 to 50% year over year over the next 5 years. Their operating margin maintains healthy of around 10 to 14%. All right, then they see moderate success in the launch and adoption of their new products, contributing an additional estimated 5 to 10 billion in revenue annually. Autonomy with the continued investments in autonomous tech, that leads to a gradual increase in revenue from FSD and AI-related tech, contributing an additional 10 to 15 billion in revenue annually. And then global expansion. They see that continued global expansion with steady revenue and profitability from various markets, contributing to a 20 to 30% increase in international sales. So in the base scenario, Tesla's market cap could reach around 1,000 to 1,500 billion, leading to a stock price of around 1,000 to 1,500. Now, our bearish scenario here, all right, basically Tesla is going to face significant challenges in growth, leading to modest revenue growth of around 10 to 20% year over year. Their operating margin decreases to around 5 to 10% due to various challenges and increased expenses. They've had delays or limited success in the launch and adoption of new products, contributing an additional $1 to $5 billion in revenue annually. And then they've got slow progress in autonomous tech, leading to a delayed revenue from FSD and AI-related technologies, contributing an additional estimated 5 to 10 billion in revenue annually. And then the geopolitical risk impact Tesla's global expansion, affecting revenue and profitability in various markets, leading to a 5 to 15% increase in international sales. And this is where, in the bear scenario, you get Tesla basically leading to a stock price of around $600 to $800 5 years in the future from now, based on the limited success, modest revenue growth, and some of the things that we went over here. Now, we need to dive into the Tesla robot a little bit more. They actually just put out a new video of it, and it's advancing at a very, very rapid pace. And there's a video of it doing yoga, essentially, which is a really big advancement from, the last time we saw the Tesla robot and what it was capable of doing. So I'm pretty excited to see how fast this is going to develop in the future. So the bull scenario, again, is going to be that 2,500 to 3,000. The base scenario is that 1,000 to 1,500. And then the bear scenario is that 600 to 800. Before we go any further, though, I do want to mention I actually started a completely free newsletter. So if you guys are fans of free, valuable content and, you want free finance content, check it out. Okay. I also sprinkle trade ideas in there. Now, of course, this was a trade idea on Tesla a little over a month ago from the time of this recording, highlighting some of the conditions we were looking at from a technical analysis standpoint. And what do you know? That trade worked out very well, especially if you trade options. That was a very, very profitable trade on Tesla. But it's not on just things on Tesla. It's not just things like Tesla that's covered in the newsletter. We're also bullish on energy, going over ExxonMobil, going over what we were looking for on the RSI and the MACD here, and we ended up getting both of those. And we saw a breakout on the share price of XOM. That's ExxonMobil, and not all of them are long ideas either. Okay, there's even short ideas. There was a rising wedge on SWK, that's Stanley Black and Decker, highlighting where we were targeting for the stock to go, and you can see how it played out very well. So if you're fans of free, valuable finance content, go ahead and sign up for that newsletter. It's completely free, and you can get those emails straight to your inbox. And so basically the only change really in some of these scenarios isn't going to be so much on the price projection, but more just going over some of the estimates of what Tesla robot can bring in. So the Tesla robot, priced under $20,000, sees widespread adoption in both industrial and residential settings, contributing an additional estimated 10 to 15 billion in revenue annually by 2027. In the base scenario, you can see the Tesla robot sees moderate adoption, contributing an additional estimated $5 to $10 billion in revenue. And then in our bear scenario here, the Tesla robot faces delays and limited adoption, contributing minimal to revenue by 2027. Now, to me, honestly, this can be a little bit more realistic. Seeing widespread adoption of the Tesla robot by 2027 may not be a very likely scenario. Now it's advancing at a pretty nice pace, so we'll have to see if that thing will be out, and it'll be very functional within the next few years. Whether or not that will come is just something that only time will tell. Tesla has a track record of pushing things back. Elon especially has a track record of pushing things back and pushing things back. We still haven't got the release yet of the Cybertruck. So, we'll see how it plays out. But basically that's the only thing to change in here. And so if he does get this thing up and running, that will help out, especially if it sees moderate adoption. And of course, in the bullish scenario, if it sees widespread adoption, that's going to very, very greatly impact the share price of Tesla and really help the share price out a lot. So that's mostly it. We have a couple key details, especially about the robot. It is expected to be released by 2027 and is anticipated to perform various tasks, including walking, squatting, lifting objects, climbing stairs, and using tools. It's expected to cost under $20,000 and is designed to perform tasks that humans don't want to do, potentially replacing human labor in various settings. It's expected to have a speed of 5 miles per hour, weigh 161 pounds, and have a carrying capacity of 20 pounds per hand. It will be equipped with a Tesla AI chip, cameras, microphone, speaker, and a 2.3 kilowatts battery pack. These projections and scenarios are speculative and should be taken as such. The actual future performance of Tesla and the Tesla robot will depend on various factors, including technological advancements, market adoption, regulatory environment, and the global economic conditions. Hopefully y'all enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more. Let me know your thoughts down below. Is there reason to be so bullish on Tesla? Are some of these projections just absolutely insane? Will Tesla ever even get to $1,000? Or do you think it could potentially hit that $2,500 to $3,000 price target in the future? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below.